Hello, beautiful souls. So here I am, Yulia. I am the 10 years plus tarot reader, and I am doing for you a beautiful reading for November 2024 for Scorpios. Scorpios, a wonderful sign. I want just to acknowledge your really beautiful, strong sides in you. And I was always interested in the really magnetic influence of this sign over my whole life. I have very beloved friends who are in the Scorpio sign actually here. And it's just the opposite sign, in fact, than my sign. I am in Aries. And whenever I meet Scorpios, it's just amazing magnetic experience. I would say even hypnotic one. So let's get started, dear Scorpios. So we have the main theme for the month for you, and it is all about energy, Knight of Wands. So it just says to you, hey, go for it. Whatever you are starting, whatever you are involved into, or maybe you are thinking even to finish something, it just says, hey, Scorpio, just go for it. That's the main theme, I would say. And just don't overthink, just go and do it. Just do it. That's, I would say, the main theme for the month for you, dear Scorpios. So let's have a look at which kind of personal and emotional strengths you need to lean towards so that you would recollect that all power of momentum and just do it. Just go for it, So let's look at it. The emotional strengths, first of all. The Hierophant. All right. And then the Lovers. Which powerful cards we are actually drawing here today. 10 of Wands and 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. And I would say we need just to have one more card here for you to finish that story. Yes, Ace of Cups. So when I'm looking at this sequence, I can see the clear trend, dear Scorpios, that you want to go for it with that sense of inner cup. You have we all have that inner cup of perception of this world. And if it is half empty, half full, you want to focus that it's half full. Okay, so we finished that sequence of cards draw right now for you with that Ace of Cups, which clearly states continuously remind yourself that your cup overflows. So sometimes in order to jump to the new frequency, jump to some new endeavor, just maybe even finish some cycle into your life, you need to have that push. And that push from within comes from the fact that I am good either way. I am just good either way. And remind yourself, I will be fine either way. I had a story in my life when I had to just do it. I remember I was suffocated by the reality where I was working in the corporate world for 10 years. And I remember I was laying down in bed and deep late in the night, and I was thinking, I just need to do something. I just need to shift that reality. I just need to go for it. And then my friend somehow wrote me in Facebook, hey, let's go to the jungles. And I had that inner voice, just go for it, just do it, And just any person around me would tell me, Yulia, you're crazy, you are nuts, you have projects in your work, everything. But I had that, and that deep inner doubt thing from in here, it started suffocating. Maybe not. Just no, dear Scorpios, for you, actually just go for it. If you have that inner voice, remind yourself that everything will be well either way. You are safe. Just go for it. I went to that jungles experience and I was safe either way. Everything just went perfectly well, although it was not a really pre-planned experience. It was wild jungles, 10 days experience, and everything went well because I just listened to that voice. Just go, just do it, just make it happen. And you see, you are supported by that guidance. You are supported by that loving attitude from all the guides who are around you, and you just go for it with that abundant aspect. Now, if you don't actually go for it, having all these equipment in mind, you may start feeling overwhelmed into your life. Because kind of like you said no to that opportunity. You said, okay, maybe I can hold over this and try this, but then you will start it starts pulling you in multiple directions like this, and guess what happens? It may have that split thing inside you. You will start suffering. That's why, again, we see that Seven of Swords reminding you, just release, just relax, just chill out a bit, and just go for it. Okay, so we again have these two cards in conjunction, reminding you that everything will end up being well. You are loved, dear Scorpios. You are protected. So whichever the knock will happen, and you just feel that either to go or not, I tell you, just go for it. All will be fine, because just the whole universe is supporting you and here. Okay? Now, which kind of personal strengths you need to lean towards so that to maximize what's coming to you. All right, let's have a look at it. Nine of Swords. Interesting. Nine of Swords. Next, Five of Wands. The Tower. Oh, interesting. And Queen of Pentacles. Now, what I see in that stream of cards is that actually, when you go for it, make sure to equip everything in such a way that you will be kind of like equipped properly. You know, when I went to the jungles, I didn't just go for it without any preparation. I still equipped myself with proper boots. I watched a few videos, you know. I did proper medication to protect myself from all the insects there, and I took the medication bucket with me as well to there. So I was kind of like protected. So this card, which is usually perceived as a bad card, in this particular reading, we can say that, hey, use that kind of like safety mode in you when you go there. Still, just get equipped for that go for it attitude, right? And everything will be fine. Just don't do it completely being nuts, you know? Just get the proper equipment if you go there. And in this case, also, just the whole universe will support you from there, will provide you that support so that you would start shining brightly. Normally, it is like a very, very unstable energy card, but here what I feel about it is just every possible support will be thrown at you, but you need to take care also about yourself. So that even if you go into that environment, let's say I went to these dangerous jungles environment, you know, I protected still myself. Okay, I protected myself. Do not be like that scary person, but protect yourself normally, and then it will be fine. And then even if some new insights will come to you during your journey, during your new revelation, you will be fine. You will be like that Queen of Pentacles who will sit wisely, looking at how all this journey is opening up in front of you, and you will have that inner stability, inner wisdom along the situation. This will not really frighten you. Along the journey, there will be lots of new revelations, new insights, new openings, but you will be stable in that if, and only if, you equip yourself thoroughly. You must equip yourself thoroughly for this journey. Very, very important, okay? All right, so now we want to see which kind of challenges are awaiting you in these months, dear Scorpios. November 2024. Interesting months for you. Page of Wands. All right. Two of Cups. Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles. And one more, the Sun. The Sun. Oh, I love this sequence. So here I already can see a clear trend. First of all, everything will end up being well, right? So we finished with These kind of like end of the journey, everything should be well. Again, get equipped for that. So let's say you are in between the jobs. It just says to you, go for it, but you don't just go for it completely being nuts. Just research the company at least, yeah, we have some savings on this side. The opportunity will come to you, but you need to be equipped. You remember, you need to be prepared. You need to have that safety bucket so that you would be like that Queen of Pentacles in that center. You don't want just to go in completely crazy mode there, but you are Scorpios. You are very, very conscious. You are very kind of like thinking sign from that perspective. I really adore this quality in you. So you want to watch your energy. You want to watch your energy so that you would not be kind of like on the periphery of everything happening. Because if you go for it and if you stay in that attitude of running on the periphery of the cycle and not standing in the center like that queen, not standing really firmly on your both feet in this material world, what may happen is you may start experiencing issues because you kind of like come from the center in here. So you kind of start chasing too much. You may become too tired from chasing something, and being bothered by things around you. And you see there is this fiery pathway through which he's working through. So it's just reminding you must look in the center. You must look in the center because only in this case you can actually stand. You can stand a fixed pursuing that endeavor which will be opened to you through these months. Okay, if you cannot do it, better not even go for it, otherwise you invite issues into your life. That's the message, in fact. Okay, so if you go for it, just trust everything, first of all, is pre-designed to happen amazingly well, all right? But at the same time, you must do your work as well, Scorpios here. You must be really stay in the center. You see, like that loving, beautiful center, that loving, beautiful attitude, right? So it must flourish from in here. Not the black heart, but probably the rosy, beautiful heart. So let's actually remove that black heart. Let's create that rosy, beautiful heart center right from in here so that you could actually remind yourself everything is well. And there are certain rituals, self-love rituals, which you can establish to preserve that beautiful attitude. And only then you can start arising slowly but steadily to all the goodies. Do you see? All the goodies in this card, they are, every cup is filled with something amazing. And even if there are obstacles along the way, do you see the snake, right? A snake always wants to bite us, right? You will be fine either way. The rainbow will shine in the end, but you need to watch. You need to preserve that vigilance. That's why, do you remember I told you just to get equipped, not just to rush without thinking for it, but go for it with that calculative approach, like a true investor, right? This is so aligned actually with the qualities of your sign, dear Scorpios. You can do that job. You can pass through it in an amazing way, being really prepared so that you could pass through all the obstacles which may be along the way. And guess what? You want to kind of like to stay in the center, and there is this praying mode in here, right? So this is actually an unstable material card, but still you want to empty yourself, you want to empty your mind, and just know it will happen, and all the goodies will open up to you when you continue searching for them. Do you see the eyes are like in the form of those pentacles? You keep searching for your brilliant, you will find it. It's all around you. That abundance will absolutely open up for you. Don't allow anything else to enter your mind, okay? And then eventually we'll end up with the sun, right? When you will become truly kind of like moving in that right direction, and the direction will eventually open up new opportunities for you, new light for you. Now, in order to move in that direction really steadily, I would say, right? Because that's power of momentum, which we see in here, flowing from cup to cup. So we want to see where we can gain that energy, where we can gain that joy and fulfillment along the way, so that we would keep on focusing on the right things. Where is that joy? Where is that fulfillment during the month where we can gain more power in, right? So where can we grab more power in through these months? What can we do, right? So that we would keep on going in the right direction. Oh, Three of Swords, just showing you the pathway will not be that easy, but again, you must focus on that loving self-love attitude, right? So very important. So things when you just kind of like, it's any kind of endeavor here, when you do that switch over to something new, it's just, you know, never such an easy thing. The rain will be, the angry cats may be around, biting you, whatever, but you like take that sword and you just say, no, I go for it, okay? I go for it, and it will happen eventually well. But just again, be equipped. You must stay straight, you must be equipped, you must have that calculative approach. If you see, I would really highly recommend, if you see that you cannot stand still, something too much is happening around you, don't actually go for it. But if you have that possibility, you have the possibility to stand still, to entrain yourself for that attitude, just don't overthink stuff. Do that minimal calculations, go for it. It is eventually something what will happen beautifully for you. Now, where else can you derive that energy? So Knight of Pentacles. So that steady approach to what is around you materially, right? That's why you want to just have that calculative approach and proper equipment along the way, right? So if you go for the jungles, let's say like Yulia many years ago, equip yourself. Don't go in your flip-flops there. I promise you it's not a good idea, right? So just really think about how can you, in some sense, prepare yourself, which kind of reserves you can have, so that you would have a fun, pleasant time along the way, right? When the winter comes, you want to have reserves, you want to have fuel, you want to get prepared, right? Those who live in winter, they know about it. Now, Four of Wands. Whatever happens, again, either good or bad, and things are happening around us, you stand still in your energy. That's what this card is about. So use every possible tool so that you would stand again. We come back to that center, right? So self-love rituals, that center, because things will start swirling around, I promise you, if you start switching it, whatever it is. And you see how things are swirling around in the material world, but he's standing like a master. He's standing this Page of Pentacles still like a master in here. He's focused on his endeavor, and all around things are swirling around him. So you must keep that balance in all the material aspect. The card's just showing you, just stand in that balance, stand firm. So if you go to any kind of journey during these months, dear Scorpios, you want to make sure you stand firm on your both feet. Very important. Okay? If it is a slightly like crazy journey like my journey was, you really, again, as a tip, get prepared. It will help you. It will serve you, so that you would be like that child then, like in the sun, and then everything eventually will happen beautifully, and just we come back to that loving aspect, that just trust, but at the same time calculate, right? So with that in mind, I am finishing this beautiful reading for you, Scorpios. You have your action plan, and I hope it will help you.